All right, all right, all right, all right. Welcome to When the Right One Comes. Our new look here. Thank you, Prophet Perry. You're just making us look good on all the shows. Your graphic people.
Thank you, Bishop.
Got to had to keep up with Frank. He passed me up there.
I mean it, boy.
Oh man.
Lynch been doing it like this. Lynch got a whole staff. And what's your shirt say, Prophet Lynch?
I think Polo. That's what I think it is. I don't even know this.
All right. Good evening, y'all. Good evening, everybody. If you would invite and share, there he is. Everybody, if you invite and share, y'all did an amazing job tonight, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bishop.
It was really good. It was really good. I bet the people that was watching it that watch it on a regular basis, they're like, they don't be acting that good on it. That's TV, y'all.
That's for TV.
Right, I heard you, Frank.
Tonight is a different story.
I see he's starting already. No, seriously. Those of y'all that watched, if you didn't watch, make sure that you go to the Word Network and watch.
We're gonna do our meet and greet. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Right One Come. When the Right One comes, our host is the one and only Bishop Greg Davis.
Go ahead, Frank.
Don't he look handsome up there with that pretty gray beard?
Oh yeah.
If you're over 50, don't even worry about it. You don't stand a chance.
He done
Listen.
got him some new overlays for his show. You know what I'm saying?
It look good too, don't it? Hey there from Milwaukee. Let us know where you're from in the comment section. Indianapolis is in the house. What it do? North Carolina is in the house. What's up, Miss Knowles? Thank you for sharing, Tanisha.
Oh, I didn't share. Hold on.
Yeah, I about to say I don't see it on your page.
What you mean? You shared it from my page, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. But
Oh, you mean you didn't see me sharing it?
right.
All right, check me, Frank. Before you
Chesapeake,
do that,
Virginia.
I'm trying to see. I got a new person, and they giving on. So I don't know how she did that, but I guess y'all can give on YouTube too. Y'all see that up there in the comments?
No.
Y'all can y'all see the same comments I see
Mm-mm.
on the side in the comments?
I
South
can.
Carolina in the house. I can't.
I can.
Yeah, y'all will never see the comments on the thing.
I
That's
always.
why you'll be looking at y'all phones.
Yeah.
Y'all, all you gotta do is push comments on the side. You see the same on here.
Well, some of them probably doing it from their phones too, Bishop.
Oh, they don't want to do okay, but I
Yeah.
don't think some of them knew that they could do it up there too.
I thought the person that could see that was the host.
Yeah,
No.
me too.
No,
Central Florida's in the house. My guy, the Right Reverend Dr. Earl Fisher. What's up, Earl? He was on my show last week. Jackson, Mississippi is in the house. Little Rock. Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Bishop,
Houston,
I've been enjoying
Texas.
your radio show.
huh?
I've been enjoying your radio show.
Thank you.
Phoenix, Arizona is in the house.
That means you don't sleep.
Neither slumber nor sleep.
Whiteville, North Carolina.
Man.
Listen, tag 3 people in the comment section that you want to be a part of this tonight, and make sure you hit that share button. If you have not shared, hit that share button for us tonight. John Terrace Tate got his mighty fine Louis Vuitton long sleeve t-shirt on tonight.
I thought I was bad with Louis Vuitton, but he on more stock than me.
We got Pastor Carlton
Stock,
Lynch
Bishop. I'm stocked.
in the house.
For
We got
one
Prophet. We got Prophet Red Wall Oren Perry in the house. We got Pastor Herbert Johnson in the house,
senior
and
statesman,
we got the original Christian comedian Roger Rice in the house tonight. It's gonna be a fun show. Listen, share this right now.
got the OG.
All right, we're gonna get started in a minute. Y'all doing good with the share. I need y'all to share a little more. It's almost 500. Well, 450. Those of you that are on YouTube, there is a put that back up there. I want to because this is new. I have a young lady that Pastor Carlton actually connected me with. She's doing the back end of some of my stuff, and if you need her, she put that up there. If you want to, you can give on YouTube also in the super chat. That's the instructions right there. I'm learning stuff here. Hallelujah to the Lamb.
What's up?
Who else is on? Who else got YouTube channels other than Frank? Frank, you got one, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who else got YouTube channels? Anybody?
I do.
Broderick Rice or
Yes.
Okay. Make sure we subscribe to their channels. Carlton, you got one? No?
For the church, not me.
For the church. You get ready to start one though.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Pastor John. Okay. Everybody get your YouTube channel. Trust me. Okay. We're gonna get started. Frank, we good. We need to invite some more people.
I think we good, Bishop. We rolling. We looking pretty good.
Y'all did an amazing job on the show. I commend y'all for the second show on the Word Network. Who would have thought it 17, 16 weeks ago that this would have been taken to the Word Network? And it really, I was on a prayer call while I was watching it, and I was trying to do the comments on the Word Network too. So I was messing up and Perry was correcting me. He told me your Cash App is wrong, Bishop. I said, okay. So we're going to get started. We left off on the show. It was something that we talked about on the show that we want to pick back up on. And we want to have a conversation tonight. Let me find my notes. We was talking about, like, what do you do when you think you got the wrong one and it turns to a disaster?
Yeah.
I mean, when the
right one
turns to the wrong one. Yeah, I forgot that Carlton had said about they be in the other room talking about you to the girl. I have never experienced that.
You just never heard it. But
Huh?
she talking about
You know what? I stand to be accused. You're right. I just ain't heard it. You're right.
She
So
said
y'all-
it, but you just ain't heard it.
So y'all have actually heard people that y'all dating or married to in the room talking about you, like for real.
Well,
Yeah.
well, I haven't heard it, but I've heard things said that only this person could have released. So I haven't been in one room. I haven't been in one room, and I'm overhearing. But when you hearing all of your business in the streets, and John Terriers know he only told this one person, so he don't have to sit and think like, wow, how did that get out? You know what I mean? So you already know. So I think it's just a matter of, and we talk about it so much on this show, dealing with trust. So John Terriers, I love that thought that you said tonight on the Word Network. What do you do when you think that the right one and you find out that they're the wrong one? And
Right. That's why I started off from there.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
what do you do? I know, Bishop, you said on the show, I believe, I got off a little early. I believe that you talked about, well, they weren't the right one. And I
don't think we vetted them long enough. I don't think we waited it out long enough, because I think if you date somebody long enough, then that you will eventually catch that trait. I could be wrong, but I just think that we rush. No.
No. I mean, no. I mean, I believe this, and not to go to your marriage, but I believe that perhaps she was the right one. But I do believe that time can bring about change. You can change. It doesn't necessarily mean that that person was the wrong one. I mean,
Right.
maybe you was desiring something else.
Now,
You
now
know-
I'm gonna step out here on the limb, and Tate is probably gonna disagree with me. But you cannot make me believe the 20 years that I was married to Pastor Kim that she ever talked to any of her girlfriends about me. because I know her character. I'm sorry. I just
now let's be honest. Yeah, that's true. She might not have talked to her girls. I believe just by looking at her and listening to her, I believe that. I promise you, I believe that. It may not been the girls, but I'm pretty sure it was Sister Boy and the Bishop.
well, that was later. That was later on. You're a dirty dog. You're a dirty dog. Wait, but that was later on. Now you're right. Talked to a few people after that. I'll never forget though. You're right. Ivy Hilliard called me, and I can say this, and he was like, "Doc, I got more respect for you than I ever had. Your wife just talked to Bridget," and I was like, and everything you said happened. Everything you said happened was right, and I was like,
right.
She was good. She was good to the end.
I just think they just have to have somebody to talk to. You know, gentlemen, we don't have to really have people got to make us talk to somebody. You know, we don't have to do yep. I don't have to do that. And one of the ways you're gonna figure out that they've been talking to somebody about you is the attitude of the other individual changes, or when something is brought up, they gonna say, well, she said that you didn't want her around us, or because it's gonna come up. I don't care what y'all say. They gonna talk to somebody and it's gonna come up, whether y'all in a disagreement, disarray, or whatever you want to call it. It's gonna come up, and you gonna find out. You're gonna find out. She said, yes, men do talk. You know,
I dated somebody one time, and every time we were having disagreements, she would be in her phone texting the same person. And so I already knew what that was about. So, I mean, women do have that tendency. Men share with someone too. Men are not
Not so much. Yeah.
To throw who they're dating under the bus. Most men, we not gonna share anything bad or something that upset us with you to our family or someone that's close to us, because we still gotta bring you around. And so men are big on.
We want you to think that we got it together.
Go back to the other statement. Go back. Who's controlling the room tonight? Go back to the other comment that said men talk more than women.
That's not true at all.
I don't agree with that.
What was that? I need that to be put back
That's
up.
not true at all.
We just lost.
Not the barbershop I go to, believe it or not.
We got appointments.
Right. No, seriously.
We talk about everything but women in the barbershop. We talk about everything but women in the barbershop.
Now, John Terrence, you're right, because my barbershop guy is a assistant pastor. He don't allow a lot of that stuff to go on in this thing. Men talk a lot.
Listen, we talk about everything in the barbershop but women. We talk about sports,
politics.
We talk about rappers. We watching video. We don't be talking about women.
And if we do talk about women, it ain't gonna be about our woman.
Exactly.
Can I say this?
Exactly.
I think we don't, because we want to make sure that we want to feel like we got everything together. So if we talking, we ain't telling everybody. No. We want to make sure. No, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, we see it from the beginning of the Bible. Eve was talking to a snake. So
yeah,
she the one did the talking.
She the one did the talking.
And look where we at today.
Now, when you find somebody said about gossiping men. Now, if you find a man who like gossip like a woman, that's your key to run, daughter, because he don't like you. He like what you like.
I told you before. I never forget. My bishop said, "Ain't nothing worse than men that gossip." Bunch of talking. Yeah.
If you're a gossiping man, honey, he like what you like. So go on.
So somebody in the comments during the show, I caught this during the show, on the Word Network. Matter of fact, those of you that are on here new, I want you to say first time. If this is your first time being with us, put first time in here. Hey, Prophet Delaney. Somebody in the comments when we were talking about this said that oftentimes the right one is overlooked. Can the right one be overlooked? A female put that in the comments. And I picked that up and put it in my notes. Can the right one be overlooked?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
John Terry has said it right on a few shows back.
The first
show, was that the first show?
Mhm.
And that stuck with me because he always said a few times that it's something about, men, we most of the times want what we don't need. And sometimes I say this, most cases we miss what we need looking for what we want.
Yeah.
Which really goes to your question, Bishop. I'm sure some of us that's on tonight, on the panel, even in the comments, can testify that a couple of years later, after you went through some of the wrong ones, you thought back to that one that tried to come into your life, Broderick, and you like, man, I should not have let her go. She was the right one, but she may didn't have the looks, she may didn't have the money, she may didn't have, the things that you really desired. But I really believe that in most cases, Bishop, we have all messed up and missed the right one looking for what we wanted.
Yeah, my mom always said, Oren, you're while looking for the orchard, the prom flower, you're overlooking your rose. So, you have a flower that's gonna last one day, and that rose will last for a while. So a lot of times I think to me, it's the thrill, you know what I mean, of the wrong one. To be honest, it's the thrill of it. It's not that I don't want the right one. I just get something out of the wrong one. And the sad thing about it is that the wrong one always enhances the side of me that is wrong. If I admit it, I like to be wrong. It's, again, old wretched man. I am. It's just,
don't try to go through a scripture. Stay right where you was at. Don't try to. What he's saying is, it's something about the wrong one that do the right thing. They say the right thing.
Yeah.
They perform the right way, but we know it's wrong.
Oh, wretched. He wretched.
Wretched.
I'm wretched.
Oh, dirty.
I'm
wretched.
oh,
Man.
dirty.
I'm gonna have to disagree.
I knew you was.
I know.
I'm gonna have to disagree with my brothers on this because I don't feel like the right one can be overlooked. Listen to what y'all saying. Y'all saying she got away. So, in other words, you saw her, you just didn't do the necessary things to keep her. So she was not overlooked. She was just not treated in a way to stay. I don't think the right one can be overlooked because the right one is gonna catch your eye in the first place.
Well, what does overlook mean? Not looked at all?
I would think so. I mean, you might see her, but you go right on to something else.
Oh God!
There's never. I would think that there's never, when you say overlook, there's never a connection
tonight.
Huh?
His DM will be packed tonight.
Yeah. It's never a connection.
You're coming at us, well, since you ain't overlooking tonight.
Yeah, I don't think she can necessarily be overlooked. She might be caught and then lost.
Well, in my case, everybody knows this. I'm an introvert, and so in my case, they was overlooked because I didn't say anything because I missed the signals. I'm just being honest. I'm an introvert. I ain't like Tate and them just to go out there and say, "Hey, what's up?" I
don't do that.
I'm just teasing. I'm teasing you.
I'm serious. I can't. I don't know how to do it.
I'm an introvert myself.
I'm shy.
I can't be no mall walking up to no woman and say, "Hey, baby." It just no, don't worry about it.
No, but Frank, I don't think that when Bishop asked that question, overlook. I wish there was another word that we can use because I think that
I was just putting it the way the lady, the young, I caught it on the thing, but however y'all want to,
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
Missed out,
Well,
overlooked, meaning that they were there, and you. I mean, and it's no better way to put it.
okay, so Frank just don't agree. What I'm saying is, I think I know Perry. We the only two that spoke on it, so I'm interested to hear. Well, I'm nervous to hear Broderick, but I'm interested at the same time. but I'm saying that the right woman could have gave a signal to you, Frank, and she could have had just what you needed. I think that's what we're saying. But because your eye did not fall on her, that you could have went to something else that was more appealing.
well, she was not the right one.
Oh, okay.
She was not the right one.
If she wasn't appealing to him, she wasn't the right one.
She wasn't the right one.
I have missed out on some that was appealing because I'm like Tate. I just ain't gonna walk up to you. I can do all this. I can sit in front of a mic. I can preach to thousands. I can talk to millions on TV. But when it comes to the one-on-one thing, I done missed out. I know I've missed out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I know I done missed out. So
Hey, Bishop, I'm looking at the panel, and I don't see none of us in my mind that have to go up to a woman and say, "Hey, baby."
well, I didn't mean it. I mean, you know what I mean. You got it. I mean, so what you do then?
Well, no. What I'm saying is,
They come at you?
you know they do.
Oh my God.
I don't mean that disrespectfully, Bishop, Pastor Tate. When the last time you had to go up and approach a woman and say, "No, why you preaching? They playing it."
Are they?
Bishop,
Broderick, you have to remember, you are a Christian comedian. We have people in churches and
well, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but y'all don't think I'm right. While you preaching, they playing it. I'm not talking about for sin and degradation, but I'm talking about perhaps marriage or commitment marriage. And they see y'all going forward, and they are First Lady John.
Then they got a mental disability.
Tate ain't gonna get in there. You see Tate act like he's looking at his phone.
If you sit in the church and you see yourself married to me already, something wrong with you mentally.
Well, no,
Well, they calling those things that be not as though they were.
no, but he not. Don't sit there act like, because they do be sitting down there. I've known people to tell me that they sit there fantasizing, and yeah, they do.
But is that wrong for them?
I guess not.
Hey, I was
Put that back up there, because I feel like Ray tonight. Y'all don't want no woman in church. Okay, I didn't set the rules. I'm sorry. It's not you, it's me. This is a men's panel. They give their perspective on dating and relationships. Yeah, you might want to look at about 15 other shows to catch up. We definitely have one that we know definitely wants one that's in church. Where you at? Right there. He wants somebody in church, trust me. All right, let's go to right there.
Yeah.
Let's go to this. I think it was John Terriers that brought this up at the end of our show. Did you bring this up? Would any of the panelists date themselves?
I think that might have been a question we said
on the show.
Yeah.
Okay, let me broaden it. What would it be? And we're starting with John Terriers. What would it be like to be married to John Terriers Tate? Now, hold on. What would it be? What would that life look like? I'm not talking about all the stuff you got and how you. I'm just saying, would there be a date night? Would there be a? Would there be?
Now, it's gonna be a lot of laughs, a lot of fun, a lot of arguing. It's gonna be all that. a lot of arguing. Yeah, we go first now. We in this house. I'm like brother, it's either my way or the highway.
No, Pastor Tate. It's Broderick's way first and then the highway.
I'm just kidding. But no, it's gonna be fun, laughing, traveling. You know, man, it's just I like all of it that comes with it, the ups, the downs, all of it.
When you were married, did you make time though for your man? Because you
yeah,
did.
most definitely. Date night, wherever I went in free, he was on the plane with me.
Oh, really?
I didn't go too many places by myself.
Wow.
Yeah, I was faithful.
And you Baptist?
And I'm Baptist. Look, Trey don't like that. Trey don't like that. He don't like that.
He don't like that I'm saying you Baptist?
Yeah.
The way he be hitting me about full gospel, so I don't care. Oh, y'all don't do that. That's right. I forgot what you were.
I'm expect the same way. You know what I'm saying? If she don't want to stay home, if she want to travel with me, come on. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem with it at all. I ain't like some of y'all guys like I gotta have space. Crowd me. I don't care about all that. I like to feel like I'm loved.
And it didn't distract you when you was on the road?
No, it gave me some more power.
All right. Carlton, what would it be like? What would life be like with you?
Johnson haven't said anything.
Y'all take that on your way to bed.
I'm going. Go ahead.
I would say my life is busy. That's why I would need someone that wants to go. I know that Tate said if she, but for me, for it to work, being with me, you would have to want to go. You would have to want to move. I have a very spontaneous life. I lay in the bed at night. Johnson crack on me all the time because I lay in the bed looking for a flight to leave the next day. I mean, just if I think it, so I will want, being with me, you're going to always have some fun and you're going to be tired because I neither slumber nor sleep. So I know the right one for me is going to be somebody that's always on the move, looking for the next thrill to transpire.
So she's not gonna be working her own job.
I personally, Frank, wouldn't mind her working for me, with me. Honestly, if that's what she decides to do, that's fine. But I would prefer for her to have her own business that she's working, by herself, that it can be on the go. That's my desire.
Yeah.
That's my desire. It may not work out just like that, but that would be my goal for my wife to be free, as Pastor Johnson say, while I minister to the people, her job is in return to minister to me.
Yeah.
And let me say this too, Tate. It used to be a time that I didn't like to travel with anybody. And I found myself, not like John Terry, because he Baptist with a little Kojic in as well. I found myself getting in trouble. So for me doing it again, I had to change, how I move and so forth. So my goal would be for my wife to be available and have access to me. And I'm like that too, Tate, that I don't mind being crowded. There's a certain time that I may want that space, but majority of the time, I mean, jump in the car, go to Walmart with me at 1 o'clock in the morning. All that stuff don't bother me.
Me either.
So when women say that y'all don't have time, that's not true from what I'm hearing both of y'all saying. That's not really true. So Johnson, what would it look like other than going to church all the time? Sunday school, BTU.
Well, let me say this first, Bishop, Dr. Ray. Let me represent because I'm pound for pound Baptist. So let me represent
man.
Church. I believe in Baptist born, Baptist bred, and one day will be Baptist dead.
Baptist dead. Hey.
But let me also say that yes, there will be some attending church because everyone knows now that my wife will be in the church. But believe it or not, though, there's going to be a lot of fun. I really like to have fun. I like to enjoy myself. I like to talk crazy.
We can't tell.
Yeah.
But she gonna say to him,
Because I'm the old school, I keep that separate from the from my ministry in the church.
now let me tell you this. Let me say this, Bishop, right quick for me. Like when I used to go out of town, she didn't have to go to church. Now that's gonna be this between me and John. You can stay in the room if you want to. I don't care. John's gonna be there. And
She there for
can
you.
get
She there
ready.
for you.
The car gonna be here at 6:30. She gonna be like, I ain't going. You going tonight, man. You going tonight. That was John's gonna tell me. You going tonight.
Hey, Tate, we gonna have on matching outfits. Let's go have
No, bro. I know it, bro. You ain't got to tell me. I know it, bro. Get somebody in the limousine. Come on. Get in this town car.
That's right. But you know, there'd be a lot of creativity and a lot of time for fun. Love to travel as well, just like where everybody else do. So yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Frank, what would it look like? You haven't been mad, but you know, let's imagine. Y'all keep sharing. We got about 700 people on here tonight. Y'all keep sharing. Go ahead.
I would say a good balanced life. I do need my space. When we're together. We gonna have fun. We gonna kick it. Whether that's chilling at home or going out. Y'all know I love food. So I like to have fun, but I honestly don't want you around me all the time. I just can't. I can't imagine somebody just with me all the time. Give me an opportunity to miss you. Sometimes I don't need you going with me every time I go out of town to preach. There may be skip some weeks where I say, baby, come on, meet me here. I need to see you. I need you to see about me. And so yeah, I would prefer that we both have our own worlds that are able to come together when we are together.
What if she surprised you and just show up? Hey, baby.
Oh, that's fine. If that's my wife, that's fine.
But
Wife
you don't
can-
want her to do that. You don't want her to do that too much.
I mean, if she feel at liberty to do it, you know.
You gonna be like, yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, wife can pop up whenever she get ready.
Absolutely.
Yeah, wife can pop up whenever she get ready. She's at that liberty, but you know, if she understands me, she would know that she don't need to, you know, pop up all the time.
Especially if it's coming from a wrong place. Like
Right, you just pop it up just to see.
Yeah, your insecurity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the wrong motive.
That ain't helping. She need counseling then.
Yeah.
Okay, I got some good questions from off. Actually, somebody moving around. I hear a lot of click, but anyway, how do you feel about somebody? I want to find it the exact way. Have you ever experienced a woman? And this is, I want to start off with Prophet. A woman being attracted to the anointing and not you. And did you figure it out after a while that they really wasn't attracted to you?
Oh yeah. I had this one relationship. Let me tell you about this.
I see. The Holy Ghost led me to you.
Let me tell you. I had this one relationship. This girl, she admired me, the anointing, the suits, all that. But it's like she was never doing nothing for me. Like there was no return, you know, outside of the excitement, outside of the pulpit, outside of if we go somewhere. Yeah, she really was like, she was a gold digger. And I hate to say it like that. You know what I mean? It's like she wanted all the accolades and all that. But I remember one time I did something for her there was never a initiative to say, what you like? Do you want to go here? What do you want to do? It was always what I could do for her. And then what really got me was she called me one night wanting prayer. There ain't nothing wrong with prayer. There ain't nothing wrong with prayer. But I was in the wrong space because we had just had a debate, an argument, and then you called me for prayer. And I didn't mind praying. It's just that, you know, she was calling it always me giving. There was a lot of withdrawals, but there were no deposits. So, you know, a lot of withdrawals, but no deposits. And it left me depleted in regard of the relationship. It was a relationship. My son says a relation slip. That's what he said. It's a relation slip.
Yeah.
So it was a relation. So that's what it was. It was a lot of me giving her. She withdrew, but she never deposited nothing back. And if it was a deposit, it was from an EBT. You know, for me. You know what I mean? It couldn't fit me. So it was frustrating.
See, women who are dating preachers in particular, we have a unique set of rules we like to operate by, which can sometimes be confusing. I know sometimes it's confusing. Like for instance, one of my relationships, she wanted to go through the Bible app and do Bible studies in the Bible app together. And I was like, that ain't fun for me. Like this I don't know no other way to put it. And I just, you know, frankly speaking, I'm gonna say how, and that really offended her. And I get it from her perspective, but she wasn't looking at it from my perspective. Like, that ain't a woman is supposed to be our release, our safe space, our sanctuary.
Right.
When we come out of the sanctuary. And so we want to be
nice. You being nice.
It's supposed to be our disconnect. It's supposed to be our disconnect. Don't want to hear what?
I said I'm saying
Okay.
just want to say we don't want to hear all that.
Yeah.
We just left church.
So you gotta understand, we just don't, that's not how you turn us on.
But while I agree with you, Frank, and Perry, I just think that goes with women. Not, you know, I think even women that's on tonight probably until after these conversations would have done the same thing. They're probably just thinking that, okay, they're pastors and their life is church, and so I just don't think they understand. But I'm talking to ladies tonight to know that even if you're dating a politician, he don't want to talk about the election every night. If you're dating a school teacher, they don't want to talk about, you know, what child cut up or what the principal done. You have to allow a man, and just like men, we would allow you to disconnect from what you do. And so I just think there has to be a time when we're able to turn it on and turn it off. And there's a time and place for all things. And I just think, I agree with you, Frank, because I've been in those situations all the time where it's all church. It's all, you know, what happened, you know, at revival and so forth. And sometimes, to be honest with you, even when I leave church, I don't even want to hear church music in the car. I mean, I've just heard church. I do church on a regular basis. So give men an opportunity, I believe what we're saying, to detox. Don't depend, here it is, don't depend on the anointing to keep our relationship.
Yeah. And see, Bishop, I would want to know from you, by you actually partnering with your wife and y'all work together, because ministry is work for you. Ministry was work for her. Like, when outside of church, did y'all do?
Let me. I'm so glad you asked that. I was at a different phase of my life. I was at the building block time. I shared with y'all before that it was my fault just as much as it was hers, because I should have said somewhere at the point, let's just put this way. She actually was better at it than me. We're going on vacation here. We're going on vacation then. But that's all she liked to do. That's why I don't go to Vegas now. Because that's all we went. She wanted to go to Vegas. And so I now don't want that. Then I was on that climb, man. And so now I don't want nobody to come. That's all we talked about. I told y'all before. That's all we talked about was church. Now I don't want to talk about church. I don't listen to Kirk Franklin station all day long. XM. I don't listen to all that. I like, I want to go to concerts.
Right.
I want that trip to Dubai. I'm waiting for that one to go to Dubai. Don't DM me. I'm picking them. So to answer your question, I was in that place. That's why I'm begging y'all that are younger than me to don't go there.
Oh, you ain't got to worry about me.
Find you but it's some people. Even Johnson, we tease him about it, but I'm sure he don't want them to go to church all the time. We tease him, but I know he don't want that all the time. We don't want to talk about that. Sex us out. Sex us up. I'm talking married folk.
Right, married, only married. I got you, Bishop.
Be ready when we come back when Tate get back from preaching. Be ready. Be ready when he comes.
I know where my power lies.
Right. I'm trying. And for those of you that want preachers, and you are a preacher, a woman that is a preacher, you got to learn how to play both roles.
Hey, Bishop, can I ask you a question?
Give me
Do you think that most women that do the church thing, talking the church thing all the time, are people more that we're dating rather than being married? I think a woman that's married, they're going to understand and they're going to want the detox as well.
Don't fool yourself. That's why so many of our friends are miserable, because they don't have nobody that want to detox.
Wow.
Don't fool yourself. Don't fool yourself.
Wow.
I hear you. That's the way it should be, Lynch. I got you. But it ain't just happened to be that way.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I talks to them, and I be like, Doc, I'm so good. Man, you got the best hand. You got the best hand. You married, Doc, this COVID killing me. I can't. When they ask me to go get the milk, I'd be like, I'll go get it. We're out of milk. We're out of bread. I'll go get it.
All the people I hear, that I talk to, just about, they encourage me, stay single as long as you can.
That's what they said.
I've heard that.
Because when I was on my first go round, I was so happy. I'm like, man, I'm gonna get married. I ain't finna know. And they saying, hey, slow your roll, Doc. Slow down. Just put a halt to it. I said, because it ain't what you think it is. And so, Doc, they didn't lie. And so that's kind of stuff mess with you, because you be like, okay, they said don't rush, slow down. And I did it anyways. And it just went downhill. And you're like, okay, let me kind of slow down. Let me just kind of, because a lot of them, they encourage you saying, hey, stay single as long as you can. And they love their wives. I'm not gonna say they don't love their wives, but they just saying, hey man, you young, enjoy your life. You know, like how some people say, I'm gonna get saved when I get my life together. I'm gonna go to church when I get myself together. That's what they say, married. Get yourself together first, then you go and get married.
See there? That's what I'm doing, Pastor Dave. I'm taking my time like they told you.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to come in? Now, Melinda sent me, said they was asking me, they want me to answer the question that y'all answered about what would it be like my marriage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to church unless you want to. I'm the total opposite of Brother Johnson. You go I'm like what Tate said about revivals. I'm like that all the time. You go when you want to go.
Yeah.
You sit where you want to sit. You dress how you want to dress. They will know that you're for me and not for them. You don't have to be called first lady. You ain't got to do nothing in the church. I'll push your career. I push you. You come on special times. I ain't talking about no anniversary to sit next to me, because I don't do all that. Ain't no sitting. He went, yeah, just give me the money. I ain't got to sit up on no pedestal. I saw my grandfather do that. We ain't wearing no matching clothes, none of that kind of stuff. We going to a prerequisite is you gotta love all kind of music. Because I'm going to see Jay-Z, I'm going to see B, I'm going to see Rihanna, I'm going to every concert, I'm going to every play that comes to town. I'm going to every outdoor music count. I like taking rides along the beach. I like going to the park. I like exercise. You got to be outgoing, and that's the reason why I prefer younger, that they can keep up with me and keep me young.
Yeah.
So because hold on, I didn't travel a lot in my marriage to other countries because she didn't like that. When 9/11 hit, she like, I ain't getting on no plane going nowhere outside of the United States. So I curtailed my out of the country travel. Now I done went everywhere, probably but Montana and the Dakotas, everywhere in the United States. So when COVID lifts, and if I do it again, then I want to travel abroad now. So that's what it would look like for me. I'm the opposite of Johnson. You ain't got to sit nowhere. Just know, I don't want you going to hell in my house, but I want you. Yeah.
I want you a little hell-ish, but I don't want you to go to hell.
Bishop.
Yes.
Why do you think, and not just with you, why do you think Christian women in the church would have a problem with what you know works for you? What is that? That they would have a problem. Like, oh, he don't want his wife around. You don't have to call first lady. No. What do you really believe is underneath somebody would have that type of concern about what you like?
Because we don't mind our business. You ain't got to live with what I want.
At the end of the day,
that's what I want.
I think the church don't figure that. I don't think they have figured it out.
No, but the preachers, the past though, Tate, watch this. No, don't go in there. Don't go nowhere. The preachers in the past have put the people in our business and in our lives and our marriages.
Yeah.
The past generation.
Absolutely.
They included, it was our anniversary. Hell, she ain't preached none.
Bishop, hold. You full gospel, doctor.
But I came up in the Baptist church.
Speak.
I'm saying that with me and Pastor Kim, that was different.
Right.
You see them people up there and we're talking about it's our anniversary.
Pastor and wife anniversary. She don't pastor here.
She ain't pastored.
Johnson, how you feel about that?
I ain't with none of it. I'm not with none of it.
So you have a problem, as like Bishop is saying, pastor and wife?
Okay.
No, I don't have a problem with what Bishop wants. I think that everybody has the right to want what they want. And
He's saying he wants different though. That's what he really saying. He being respectful.
Right. And I'm gonna want what I want.
None of it. You heard him loud and clear. He ain't with none of it. He won't on the program pastors and wife anniversary.
No, I would say this.
She give her remarks at the end.
Before you go there, Johnson, before you go there, let me ask you a question. So if I'm dating a boss and she's getting honored at her job, are they putting
exactly?
Are they putting her name and my name up there? No. This is my husband that came to support me. My name ain't up there. Congratulations, Harriet. No, it ain't Harriet and Bishop.
Yeah.
The church is the only place that we make things.
But my church don't do that.
No, listen. No, the church is the only place that we do things that's only common to us. Somebody that's a chairman in the church, chairman of the board in the church, wouldn't be the dog catcher outside of the church.
Yeah.
Wow.
We make up these things. Yeah. And then we wonder why our marriages are not healthy in the church. Is because we don't have marriages. We got partners to look good and eye candy for the church that we mentioned. Look at my wife, ain't she so beautiful on the second row? And you ain't even speaking to her.
But I do believe that you can have I believe that you can have it all. You can have a healthy marriage and be healthy as it relates to being involved in ministry. Now, I'm not for that far extreme stuff. I don't want no woman preacher, no woman co-pastor. I'm not with none of that either. So I'm not too far to the left. I'm not too far to the right. I'm right there in the middle. Yes, I want my wife to be celebrated during my anniversary because she is the first lady of the church. She is the, in a lot of senses, she's going to give a lot of spiritual leadership to younger women and support to the older women in the church. So yeah, she would deserve to be honored and to be supported in that way. But most importantly, her focus would be on me.
That's why
Remember when I first came on, Bishop, I said I want someone who's going to minister to the minister while the minister ministers to the people. But yes, she will have her parking space. Yes, she will have her office.
Johnson, listen. Y'all keep sharing because we at almost 800. Y'all keep sharing. I want to get to that 1,000. Let me tell you something, Johnson. You can do all that. Go and create somebody that think they're more than what they really are.
No, I'm not creating somebody more than what they think they are. Even with these United States of America, y'all gonna honor our new First Lady, Jill Biden, just like y'all put Michelle Obama on a platform.
Jill gonna be a different kind of
wife will have the same more respect because she's
respect. And you know what? Respect is earned. You can put parking lot signs. You can tag her and say she.
Okay, hold on. We need a moderator of this debate. Take moderator something.
You're making them do that. Listen,
this good to me.
Hold it.
No, we need a moderator.
Honor. I saw somebody say they gonna automatically honor. That comes automatically, but to push all that other stuff, that no. I'm sorry. I'm telling you where I'm at. I respect
to be honest, if the church see you honoring your wife, they're automatically going to pick up your spirit.
Exactly.
If you love your people and your people love you, and they see her got a loving spirit and a kind spirit, they just gonna do that. Come on, let's be honest. A lot of our churches, for the ones who've been married, a lot of our churches loved our wives because we loved them and they loved us.
But I think what Bishop's saying is that he don't mind them doing that, but he's not going to pull her into that space and into that light.
That's not what I'm looking for. I had all that.
You can do whatever.
But Bishop, exactly, Tate, because where you pastor at, if you took over Mount Hermon Baptist Church, they're gonna ask, "Where is your wife? We have a spot for her right next to you at the banquet."
Okay, you got to. Okay,
I ain't gonna have no banquet. I ain't never had a banquet.
Prime example for me. I'm talking about me, John Terry, Deshaun Tate. I passed a church where a guy been there 42 years. Him and his wife had a parking spot. They sat together every year. Every year. I mean, lavish sitting. They sit like they was in the trees. I'm talking about stuff all around.
I know him. Up here.
Dresses, sharp, dressing up. I'm all of that. So guess what?
And been living good for years.
My church is accustomed to that. To the point I had to say, y'all, I don't have to have all that. I'm different. Let me, and still with me saying do something different, I still got it. Because that's what they used to. She had a parking spot with mine. It's down now, but she had one.
The parking spot is all right. The parking spot is all right.
I mean, that's the tradition of our church. My church has always been taught to honor the pastor and the wife. So it ain't no excluding. I mean, they were all devastated. They were like, man, I hate this happening to my pastor. I hate this happening to his marriage. I hate this happening to him. But now they see like, well, his life. We praying for him. Now they praying because they call him all the time and said, look, we praying that the Lord send you another one. I said,
and Tate, let me say this to you, and we'll move because that was a good. I enjoyed Johnson and Bishop. I enjoyed
we come from two different ways of
Yeah.
thinking, but I used to be there.
Exactly.
Right.
But I think this. Even Tate talked about how long Dr. Wade was there. My path, who I followed, he was single for 30 years. You know what I mean? So however I move, it'll be I will be creating. We're gonna send you an offering tonight. You don't hear it.
That's what he want. He want a worldly religious book. He wants somebody who loves Jesus and Jay-Z. He wants somebody who will read the Bible and listen to Beyonce.
But
And dress like her.
okay, so now,
Especially the new Adidas fit she got out.
what if, listen, Bishop, what if, just like you have us all on this platform, and we all have our different experiences and desires, what if the way you are is going to deliver generations from thinking that it always has to be the one traditional way? So I hear what you're saying, Bishop. You know I do. It's unusual, but everything you do is unusual.
I mean, again, Roger, you got some. Now, believe it or not, you're saying that, but you got some truth to that because I am a trendsetter. Negroes were talking about me when I first started wearing my sneakers to the pulpit and all that. Now everybody wearing sneakers and stuff.
Yeah.
For John Terriers. I'm just teasing. I'm going by what you said the other week. So I don't have a problem with that. I just think, now don't get me wrong. I may end up with somebody that's a prophetess and all that stuff. But my people will even tell you in my church, that stuff is not important to me. I don't sit in big chairs and all that stuff. I sit to the side because I want to look and all that stuff. I haven't sat in the pulpit in years. That's just where I'm at. But I've been in church for 50 years going on next year. I'm tired of all that. I'm tired of all that traditional stuff.
I feel you.
That's just where I'm at. That's my experience. And so I might have just lost 20 people that was going to go in my DM because they want to sit up front. They want to sit up front.
That's going to make them want you more, Bishop, because they love a challenge.
It's okay. Because the worst thing in the world to me is to see a young man who's like 18 years old come up, Doc, and they come visit my church, and the girlfriend, the wife got the big old handkerchiefs, and they only 22 years old. I think we have a image of what a preacher's wife is supposed to look like.
That's right, Bishop. That's right.
I mean, if that's the case, we have an image of what the preacher's supposed to look like.
Exactly.
Y'all don't look, I mean, except for Johnson, but everybody. No.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all want to really look at a pastor's wife, it's been two. And they ain't Baptist, they Kojic. Two women bishops' wives that I admire. They always was classy, beautiful women. Sister Louise Patterson and Lady Mae Blake. Those two,
the epitome,
are some of the most classiest, pretty women I ever seen in my life.
Age gracefully.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Great support to their wives and teach them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Stick to the very end. I'm talking about right there.
Hey y'all, if y'all can, we're not gonna be on here probably another 30 minutes. Can y'all just share some more? Because we hit numbers we ain't never hit. We had like 840 something people on all of the things. So let's share just a little bit more. Y'all ready for another question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That was good.
Why do men seem to be more in touch with their emotions? Some would say the feminine than men in days of past, the feminine side. Why does it seem like men are more, back in the day, your grandfathers and your dad is it, according to how old you are, you wouldn't see them be emotional. Does it seem like men nowadays, and this came from one of our questions, one of our 60 questions that I got here, seem like you're more in touch with your emotions once you Ray, once you can figure out that you trust that person?
That's not a question for me, Bishop. I'm all out for man. Yeah.
Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I get what you're saying.
Elaborate.
Go ahead, Lynch.
I get what you're saying. Point in case. My dad is 81 years old. I've never heard him tell my mom, "I love you." He's 81. My dad, Tate, I have never heard him tell me that he loved me. I know he showed me. I know he showed my mom love, but I never heard. I think what Bishop is saying that men of those like your grandfather.
You think that's emotional though?
I think that the way he was formed the question, yes.
Yeah, you're going the right way.
Yeah, I think the way he formed the question, and it's to say, and I can't wait to hear your thought, Frank. But I do think that men now in this day and time in which we live are more tapped into our emotions, and we show it more than the old. Why, Bishop? I don't know. Because I've said to my dad on the phone, "I love you." He said, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Still now. You know what I mean? Even my mom, love you. Love you. She whispering it. You know what I mean?
But is that okay, Lynch?
I don't think it's okay, but I don't know anything different.
Is it okay for you to be like that and break that cycle as a man?
Well, I've never wanted to be like that, so I've always been very open and very emotional and loving, and I want the person that I'm with, and I know what you're saying. Everyone have different love languages, but that's not what we talk. We're talking about the emotional aspect.
Because
they're saying that that's not emotional.
What?
Yeah,
you said they asked why. Why men?
Yeah. Can you ask the question again?
Why do it seem to be more men are in touch with their emotions?
So it seems as if she's hinting. It seems as if she's hinting at it being a bad thing.
No, I don't. Well, let me put it positive then.
I think the inability to display emotions is dysfunctional. Because men display emotions in certain things. Watching the game, you display emotions.
Come on.
Playing sports, you display emotions. There may just be certain areas when it comes to expressing love or with your significant other that you don't express emotions. So that's a dysfunction.
Yeah.
If you're able to do it in every other area, but not in that area. So I think in this day, men who are able to express their emotions are more beneficial and nurturing to the woman these days, that we're able to speak to areas that would have been untouched 20, 30 years ago. Yeah. So she's able to be more fulfilled in today's time because we are okay with that part of us.
Wow.
I like that. I like that statement that Marlena just had up. She said is more acceptable now. I think there was a time that it probably wasn't so popular for a man, to show that other side, and so forth. Somebody asked a question on there. So Lynch, do you say it meaning I love you? Yes, not just in a relationship, but members of my church. Strangers. That I meet. Because I believe we live in a day and a time that people need to hear those words, and you just never know when it's going to be somebody's last time. So to answer your question, for me, and I ain't saying with nobody else, I love to say I love you. I believe that those words are powerful. I believe it can change somebody's day. I believe it can change somebody's mind. And so for me, absolutely.
Hey, Bishop. Expressing our emotion. I remember Bishop T.D. Jakes said something years ago. He said, in essence, all men express their emotions. He said, when you're slapping her upside the refrigerator, you're expressing your emotions. When you, no, this is what he said. When you shut down on her, but I call it a misexpression of emotion. And so now we are moving more to the center, more to the healthy place, and knowing it's okay and nobody's gonna call us a punk or whatever just because we say, I love you, I miss you, I need you. How about this, Bishop? One of the ways we express our emotions is being honest enough to say, either I don't know, and sometimes I'm afraid.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think it's based upon how we were raised.
Has a lot to do with
that because I grew up in a single parent home and my 4 boys, 1 girl, and my mom told us, you don't have time to be crying and to get up. You're a man. So it's based upon not just how we was raised, but the environment we was raised in as well. Because the man is the head, we should be able to make decisions under pressure. We shouldn't be weak. We should know how to maneuver based upon circumstances and situations. So again, I think it's based upon how we were raised. Does it make it acceptable in that season? Yes, but the season has changed. So now I have to know how to express love, know how to say I love you, know how to hug, and know how to show forth emotion because again, times have changed. The season in my life has changed. So I don't have to be tough. I can be Clark Kent at this moment, is Superman there, based upon, again, how we were raised. That's my take.
I believe women want both.
Yeah.
I mean, they're commenting, but I believe women want both. Johnson, you look like you perched your mouth to say something.
Yeah, I think that there has to be a balance. I think that a man has to exhibit strength while showing emotions. For an example, it's very healthy to communicate how you love people. That's very healthy. But it's not healthy to see a man that's always crying and whining and weak. That is not cool. There need to be a balance. There need to be a strong man exhibiting strength with the ability to communicate and be emotional at the same time. I think that's more of a balance and a healthy way to manage that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I just can't take no crying guy. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
A real woman want a weak man.
Exactly. Jelly back man.
Exactly.
Now, don't no real woman want no weak man now. Now, you up there crying, you're my baby. Go.
A strong man should be able to be knocked down and bounce back up.
Yeah.
A strong man should also be able to communicate to his wife that he loves her, to his children that he loves her, to his church, to his community, but also be able, strong enough to take a licking and keep on ticking.
Yeah. So it's not either or, it's both in.
One of the pastors on in the conversation, Courtney Franklin, that's my brother from Memphis. He says, "Why is crying a sign of weakness?" Let's expound on that, brothers.
Well, not so much crying, Dr. Tate, it's the whining side of crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it turns to be whining and not maybe hurt over, maybe you lost a loved one or something like that, then I don't like a whining man.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that suggests he don't have solutions, plans,
right?
Direction.
I don't believe any of these women on here want a whining man, but I do believe that they want a man that's in touch with their emotion, but not all the time emotional.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
With your emotions, but not emotional all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Controlled by your emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, Bishop, you said that good.
This came from a question, and we're gonna do a couple more. We're good. I think they're going back to a past show. If you're okay with a female making the initial initial approach to you, what's a statement that's too forward and could quickly put a bitter taste in your mouth about continuing? Like what's let me
I'm sorry, Bishop.
I like you with your glasses better.
Bishop.
You seem a little more calm.
I'm excited.
What's over the top? What's too much of a woman making the first? The women want to know. This is a real question. She like, okay, y'all want us to make the first in this thing, but what's a turn off? Go ahead, Project Rice.
Thank you, Bishop.
In the top box.
Listen, when she say, "What's up?" Don't what's up me. You a woman.
You just cut me off to say that.
Did you hear me, Bishop?
He said she sound too thuggish.
What's up?
Don't tell me that. What's up? Don't what's up me. I'm finished, Bishop. Thank you.
Go ahead, Ray.
If she fine enough, it don't matter what she say. I mean, it ain't. If she's attractive enough, there ain't
So
too
there's
much
no
that she can say.
there's no limit.
What if she that other word?
The one y'all used on the one you used on your StreamYard the other night.
I ain't said on yours. I said the other word.
It might not even get a response, brother.
I mean, no response.
Here we go.
Hey God, all right.
Bishop, I would say when a woman gets in my business, like when you go too far into asking about my personal business, I think it's becoming too much for me. And I don't want to get into in the initial approach. You're talking about the initial approach, like trying to get to there. Trying to get to that.
They're trying to approach you. They're trying to approach you.
Yeah, I would think. Okay, I thought you was talking about something else. So I get what Frank's saying. I guess it don't matter at the beginning. I mean, because I wouldn't know your conversation or your integrity or your character. So I guess I think it would take a while for me to notice a red flag on what will be a turnoff. I know Broderick, if she red bone and thick, it don't matter. She tell him to go to hell. I mean,
no. I don't care how if she red bone, high heel, pearls, and noisy bangle bracelet. I don't care if she say what's up. I'm done.
Now this ain't never happened to me, but this might have happened to some of you all. Well, it would be a turn off for me. If she's calling on Facebook Messenger.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I don't want to talk to you.
Now that is weird.
I think that's disrespectful too.
That is weird.
That's
calling
weird.
on Facebook Messenger.
I have had them call on the Instagram chat, and I'm like,
yep, that too.
That's a no for me.
Yeah, that's too much.
I don't know you.
Video, especially if she call you on video.
I don't even like when people FaceTime me without asking me.
Yeah,
that's just me. Call me old fashioned, but I think calling me is one thing, but you FaceTiming me, we gotta be there. We gotta be there. I gotta say it's okay for us to. That's just me. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Tate, that was good. I think Tate is disrespectful to call somebody on FaceTime that don't have your number.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
If you don't have my number, don't use the Facebook amenity. That's an amenity. Right. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, that's quite weird.
It is.
Yeah, and if you should, don't say what's up.
Man, what is up with you and what's up?
Please explain it.
I've run into some women who say that to me. And it's just like, to me, it's just like when a man say to a woman, or text to a woman, WYD. It's so unimaginative, so disrespectful. What's up, me? What's up,
I hate the what you're doing all day. What you're doing, and then 2 minutes later you ask me what I'm doing. I'm doing the same thing I was doing 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, but what's up and what you're doing is two different things.
No, I was just saying my pet peeve. That's all.
Yeah, it's along the same lines. If you don't like it, you just don't like it.
Okay.
Here's the next question. Tate, start off with you. What is it that some men won't release a woman they once loved from their heart? You ain't froze.
Say that question again.
Why won't some men release a woman? Why is it?
Some men won't release a woman.
Yeah, whoever this young lady is, she sent me like 8 questions and they all were good. Like for real. Like she sent me 8 questions. Why is it that I guess let me even add something to it. You with somebody else? Because I don't think men admit it, but you could be with somebody else and you still haven't released the other person from your heart.
I think all of us can do this. I think men and women.
Right. No, I agree with you. So what is it? You don't want to go back to them, but they're still on your heart. Just expound on that, brother preacher.
I'm trying to find the words to say. Because ain't nothing coming to my mind.
That's unusual for you. You must be trying.
Because when I'm done, you dead.
So you ain't never been there.
Mm-hmm.
No,
now, I'm probably that in the early part stage of my separation place. But once I got the worst thing you can let a man do is get over you. That's the worst part.
Wow.
that right there, that part,
Because once we over you, we like really over you.
that part.
I mean, we'd be like, okay, yeah. We just
It may take me a minute,
yeah.
but trust me, I'm gonna quote Bishop Trotter. It was like I never knew you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, there was a time. He said to Bishop, "There's a time."
He said there was a time I didn't know you, and that's how I'm acting once I'm over you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cut you off.
Because normally, if I go to a rough place in my life, I stop eating, I get stressed out, I lose a lot of weight. But when I start eating again, baby, you in trouble.
You like David. You like David. The child is dead. Pass them potatoes.
You understand?
Yeah.
Time to eat again, Doc.
Yeah. And I see y'all saying the same apply to women, but we giving a man's perspective. We know.
Thank you, Bishop.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bishop.
Y'all. I know y'all a little new. It's okay. Anybody else want to share with that? Lynch, y'all good? Go ahead, Lynch.
I just agree with Tate, and he didn't deal with the duration of time that it may take.
It takes time.
But yeah, right. It takes time, but he says, but when he gets there, it may have took 3 weeks, it may have take 3 months, it may have took 6 months. But when a man gets to the point where he's done, I say this all the time: if you can live without me, I can live without you. And so I'm gonna be comfortable. I just realized this, man. Listen, how many billion people is it on Earth? I mean, I'm not gonna lose my life. Lance Watson says this: you can't lose your mind over who left, because you're gonna need your mind for who the Lord's gonna send. So I'm not gonna stress out. I'm not gonna stress out over one person. You know what I mean? Y'all know we preachers, what the old preachers say. If 2 of them walk out, Johnson, 5 more. So we can't lose like that. And so that's just where I am. I just think that have there's been a time where sometimes men think about when he's done, it's only probably about one area that he's thinking about, like, dang. You know what I mean?
I wonder who else getting it.
or not who, but like, dang, I missed that. You know what I mean?
Right,
See, a difference. It's a difference, Bishop, from missing that and missing them.
Ooh.
Whatever that is.
Whatever.
Ooh, say that
And
again.
that.
Say that again.
Huh?
That's
Say that
good,
again.
Doc.
That's
good.
Doc.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good. I'm about to go into a Baptist fit, Doc.
Now you
No,
said
no,
something.
Yes,
Hey,
sir, Rebel.
Frank, take over from there. I can't go no
Yes,
further. That's it.
Say that
sir.
one more time. Say that again.
Oh,
That's the truth. You know what I mean?
Is that?
A man can miss sex, but that don't mean he missed
Ladies, I hope y'all listening. Seriously, I hope y'all listening.
Say that again, Lynch.
You just want to talk nasty, right? So I'm done. I'm done.
No.
Perry, Prophet, take over, Prophet. It's your
Wait a minute.
That was powerful. You just set some people
That's
free,
facts,
Lynch.
man. That's fact.
And so, take what really happens is
It's
when
the-
you do
it's
find if you do find a man that's keep coming back, ladies, you gotta ask: is he missing me or is he missing this? What I mean, because sometimes when you keep, he can be like Eutychus. He can be sitting in the window with 1 foot in and 1 foot out. He got 1 foot in your house, but that's not necessarily means that he missed your cooking. or he misses your company.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
That's
I
facts.
got clothes.
Yeah.
So ladies, make
I
sure
done got happy, Bishop.
you know what he missing. When he say I
Might
miss you,
not just you think man, he ain't over me. No, he over you. He ain't over it. And whatever it is.
Man,
Hey, so Tate, you got to be careful, ladies, turning that nigga out too early.
careful, Pastor didn't release
Wait
the
a
word.
minute.
Bishop ain't released that word yet.
You got to be careful.
Carlton.
Don't,
Bishop ain't released that word. You out of
One
order.
word that's been released tonight.
You out of order.
You need to go on the right.
I didn't release that word. I hope the ladies are learning.
you done did too much.
How much some he can't leave me alone.
Lynch.
Yeah, it ain't you so much.
You done put a restraining order on him. He don't want to watch TV with you. He don't want to go on vacation.
Yeah.
There's one thing he wants.
One night only.
Yeah.
And the problem was you should have held it out for your husband.
Look at the culture coming out of Tate. Looking at the culture.
Right.
You should have held it out for your husband. And now you up here running around because you let it go too soon.
All right.
But we got to bring balance so they won't think we just all the way out there. Now you can miss how she treated you. There could be some things that she did for you to make life more convenient that you miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true too.
Yeah. Like
Because
she might come over
I
clean
love,
up.
I love the way the one treat me now.
She might come fold your clothes. She might make sure you always got something to eat, you know.
So do you miss them or do you miss what they did?
More than likely you missing what they did.
Yeah, what they did. Not them.
Y'all gotta, at the end of the day, it ain't gonna be boiling down. I missed them. I missed the actions. I missed the flexibility of their life. They were flexible in certain areas, and just could do what they do. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because once you, whichever way it went, whether you broke up with her or she broke up with you, once that disconnect is severed, you no longer really have a desire for them most of the time. You're missing what they brought to your life.
Yeah.
And so you're yearning and longing for that rather than them. And so until you replace that again, that's why at midnight you might have a temptation to send a long text, or so when you were missing that because you really ain't studying them no more.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, is this the word network? No, we went off that 2 hours ago.
No, this the word. This the wrong word.
It just ain't the network.
This the uncut word. This the behind the scenes work.
All right, we gonna end here, or y'all want one more?
One more for the road, Bishop.
Usually, y'all don't like my one more. Usually,
Give it to
Hold on,
Tate.
let me say this before I move to one more. I need each of you. You see the Cash App on the screen. We got 630 some people, more than that probably. It's just on
it's 756. Yeah,
756. I need y'all to go and give. Listen, after the night, after all this, I would at least give $30. I would go over and beyond. I give $30 if I were you tonight, and we'll come back with it. But while you all here, don't you run off that screen. You don't miss your miracle. Don't miss your blessing after all of this. All right, go to the last question, Bishop.
Let me see. Is it true some singles are in soul ties, which causes them to have relationship and dating issues? Let's expand that. What are some of the things, Tate, we talked about this the other day when we want to talk about more issues. What are some of the things that will cause you to not have a healthy relationship or a healthy dating process, or not to get back into the swing of things? Why is it so many people now that saying I'm okay, I'm just doing me? For a woman, the code word it's okay, I'm just doing me, that means that I still got some baggage, some issues. They don't really mean they're doing that. Very few really mean that.
Yeah, I think a lot of problems that our generation is facing, and maybe in you all's generation too, Bishop, is that we got a group of people who you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them anything. And so I'm not getting ready to do whatever you want me to do. I'm not going to calm myself down for you. I'm not getting ready to do all this extra, what they call extra. But yet they say they want A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I think that's one of the hindrances that we have, is that they're not sound-minded and they're not clear in what direction they want their life to go in. And so that's why they 1 minute they for you, and next minute they stepping back because they don't even know themselves. I always think a lot of people do a lot of stuff because they don't know themselves and they don't love themselves. When I know myself and I love myself, then I know how to move. I know how to maneuver. I know I know what I want. I know what I want. Now, I may not express it to you what I want, but I know what I want.
Mm-hmm.
One thing.
And Pastor Tate, let me add to that. Unfortunately, some people do not know how to work through the trauma of a broken relationship.
That's
So
true.
they're holding on and they're harboring all of those feelings, and it kind of made them either toxic or made them standoffish to the point they began to isolate themselves because they don't want to be vulnerable or risk loving somebody again.
Mm-hmm.
They've been broken, they've been hurt, and so unfortunately, that's where many people are.
And you know what? Moving on is the hardest part of getting into a new relationship. Corey Brooks out of Chicago preaches a message entitled "The Ministry of Saying Goodbye." I think it's a difficult place in life when you can't surrender your past.
By then.
And that's easy for some, but a lot of women that say, I'm not ready, it is really, that statement is really, it's held on to the hinges of something that happened.
Yeah.
Previously,
and I think Lynch, men are different. And I think, and I might be wrong, but sometimes we don't really slow down when our heart and we're hurting. We hurry up and go get a replacement to fill that in and to show her, oh, you thought you was the only one? I can fill this empty void quicker than what you think. And so we be trying to love on another woman, but yet trying to repair our lives ourselves instead of taking the proper time to heal and let go from the hurt and the pain and the past. because we be trying to prove the other individual wrong. Because I don't think it's just women get bitter, get broken, get hurt. I think we as well, but we're more quicker to jump in some faster than probably women. And some women, and now these new women these days, they jumping in real fast now. they start to act like us. But
You mean jumping into relationships?
yeah.
I think it maybe you seeing others, and I'm not talking about my generation. Everybody I know, they ain't trying to date, like for real.
Yeah. I think y'all more afraid. I think y'all more afraid of anything, Bishop. And then this is the problem. When you stay, and this is where it scares me when you've been married. When you stay single for too long, you get to being comfortable, and you like, I can do what I want to do. I ain't got to deal with this other extra stuff. Not saying that that's where you want to be, but that's just where you are.
You don't want to be there, but that's where you are.
You know.
Let me ask this, Tate, for those that's on tonight. I know we're getting ready to shift into a close, but let me just ask this for all those that's on. And I hope Marlinda is there because I want her to put it on the screen if I can, Bishop. How many is on tonight and you can openly admit that you're single, you're not in a relationship, maybe you were, you coming out of a divorce, but how many can admit tonight there's still areas in you that are broken?
Just say me.
Just say me. Because even with all the laughing and all of the, the jokes about relationships, I definitely believe that every bishop, every prophet, every preacher that's on tonight, even on this panel, we want to make sure we do our due diligence and just really help push you out of that place of brokenness.
And that's the spirit of the Lord, because I was just about to pray. So you own it.
Yeah, so Frank, just call those names out real quickly. That's saying to me real quickly.
Deborah Harden, say me. Tara McKinley.
Yeah.
Teresa Toles.
Yeah.
Say me. LaKenya, me. Madeline, me. Adrian. Deborah Jackson.
Mashanita.
Sister Hall.
Sister Hall.
James Glover.
Yeah. Brothers too, y'all see.
Michelle.
Yes.
Shaquita Hawkins. Single and happily single.
Yeah. And so somebody just said I'm a widow. I just missed it.
Don.
Yeah. So there's so many, and even on this panel tonight, anybody on this panel tonight, I know there's still some brokenness.
Renee.
Right.
Those that's on tonight, I'm not broken. Just put that back up, Marlon. I want to read that. She said, I'm not broken. I'm not broken. I'm just afraid of what's out there.
Yeah.
Where are the real men and so forth? Yeah. So being afraid, something had to transpire before the cause that. Tonight, I want to ask Bishop. I'm not taking over your platform tonight, but I want to ask Prophet if you would just embark heaven tonight and just pray for all of those that's saying there's brokenness in me. I still have the scars to prove. Jacob said, I got a lip to prove that I was in a wrestling match. And there's some people that the right one may be close, but they're afraid to go over because of what transpired. I want you to just pray for those tonight. I pray that you all don't get off. I pray that you all would just touch and agree with us on tonight. Prophet Perry.
Yes, we will gladly pray for those that are broken. Father, we thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, God, for those that have confessed of their broken place. God, we know that you are Jehovah Rapha, you are a healer. And we need you to put us back together, God. There are people broken in relationships, broken in emotional stances, God, broken in not just relationships, but even in family, between mother and son and mother and daughter. God, go there now. Breathe on the relationships now. Repair us, restore us, refine us, transfix us. We need you to do it tonight, God. Go there now. Your power is able to heal. You said in your word, God, we call on you and you will answer prayer. And tonight, Lord, we need you to do it now. Heal. Be the balm in Gilead. Breathe on the land now in Jesus' name, God. And we thank you now that you're going to take our brokenness and you're going to bind up the broken heart. And you're going to prove that you are able to do exceedingly and abundantly. And we thank you now, God, for what you've done tonight. In Jesus' name, we say amen unto the Father.
Amen.
Pastor Tate, lead our appeal on tonight. Bishop, I'm sorry for just cutting you, off. Get you a little rest. You got to go live at 12 for your radio show. You got your nephews and your little brothers. We're just going to move tonight. Pastor Tate.
God bless you. Listen, I've already asked many of you to give tonight. I know if you've been blessed in an hour and 36 minutes like I have been blessed, you'll be moved to give. I need each of you to give an offering tonight. Like God has blessed you. Hey, you have gotten a double dose today from the Word Network and then live tonight on Facebook. I need each of you to sow extra tonight. Last week I asked you for 20. I want you to just go extra mile and sow a seed of $30. $30. Listen, you're walking in a new season. God's getting ready to open doors for you. God's getting ready to do the unexpected. Man, I'm telling you, the count is going to be big in your life. So I need you to move quickly. As soon as you move to give, I want you to say give in the comment section. Hey, don't run away from this. If God has tremendously blessed you during this pandemic, you see on the screen the ways to give, the Cash App, the Zelle, the PayPal, the Giveify. I want you to rush over to one of these platforms, and I want to challenge you tonight to give that seed of $30. I'm telling you, just as Prophet has told you many shows ago, that seeds break cycles. As I've told you last week, God has already got an open door waiting for you to walk through. I don't know what you're waiting on, but you know why I'm telling you to sow tonight is because God honors your seed. I want you to don't ever miss this. I know we joke. I know we play around and we express our feelings and our ways and our experiences, but at the end of the day, we are called and chosen vessels of God. And God tells us every time you give to the man of God, I put something in your storehouse that whenever you go to your storehouse, you got more room, you got more leftovers, you got so much stored in the storehouse. You make a deposit in heaven that when you ask him in prayer, you withdraw for whatever you ask God for. I don't know what you've been going through in this season, but God is getting ready to do something in your money, in your family, with your children. I know you've been having a difficult season. Some of you having to deal with your child being at home because they can't go to school because of COVID. But I pray for peace right now to enter your house, that things will fall in line. And I believe every person under the sound of my voice, I want you to hear this, that God is speaking to each of you to tell you this, that everything that is out of line is getting to fall into place.
Thank you, Jesus.
Everything. I don't know what it is in your life. When you start sowing, God is lining stuff up. That business that you've been trying to get off the ground, God says, when you sow tonight, I'm lining it up because you're on this live tonight with guys who got other businesses other than church. And God has blessed other avenues and ventures that we have got in tune with. So I want you to do that. Whatever it may be, God is getting ready to do it for you tonight. So when you give that, you got many ways to give. You see it on your screen. Rush over now and give. Many of you are leaving this room, I believe, tonight because you're giving. Give. Because I'm like the old church now. You can't be God given, no matter how hard.
Wow. Continue to give real quickly. Thank you, Pastor Tate. I'm going to give as soon as we get off. I'm really feeling led to just give every time and I want to give, and somebody need to give into their healing. You've been in a broken place. You need to give for the next season of your life. You're looking at today. You're looking at right now. But you got to believe by faith that this seed is going to take me into a new season. Pastor Johnson, I want you to come on and encourage the people with final remarks. And I want you all to continue to give. And we're going to go around and we're going to get off tonight. Pastor Johnson.
Let me say this, that each week, I always say this, but each week I really enjoy this panel and this platform. Let me tell you why real quick, Pastor Lex. It's because it is the goal of many platforms to create community. And what we have done with this platform, we have exceeded that expectation. We have done more than create community. We have created family. And the reason why I say that is because this family is not just about us who serve on this panel, but it's about those who tune in to watch, those who comment, and just look at what we do every week. We agree, then we disagree, and then we agree to disagree. And that's what family is all about. And so I want to encourage everyone to continue to sow and continue to give into our family. Because we know that, number one, families stick together, but families also have obligations to meet. And so we want to continue to keep this platform going. People are being healed, people are being delivered, and people are being set free. So I want to encourage you to continue to give.
Roger Rice.
You know what? I want to just say this. Thank you, my brother, Dr. Johnson. I want to say this to everybody listening right now. Woo! This is not, I'm not making this up. I can't believe, I can hardly believe how good God has been to me. And a part of that, Bishop Davis, Bishop, thank you for sharing your platform with us. I was out walking the other day and I said, I'm on international TV and I'm not paying a penny to be there. So thank you, Bishop. Now, to those that are watching as you sow, and please understand, all of my brothers, we're sowing too. And Bishop sows back and up. I don't even understand. I said, well, so we're not paying to be here. We sow. He sows back in. It don't make sense. But here's the last thing I want to say before I go. This is what I heard the Spirit of the Lord say to me. As you release your offering, you are summoning your increase. Wow. That's okay. That's okay. I'll see myself out.
Yeah.
As you release your offering, you are summoning your increase. I'm done.
Hallelujah. Frank Ray.
Man, as always, want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. All of our newbies tonight. We had a whole bunch of newbies tonight, first timers. So if we were at church, you would get some snacks and some special to take home with. So we can't do that because we're not in church, but we send you a virtual hug and just tell you thank you for tuning in tonight, and to all of our continuees, those of you that tune in every week. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your shares. We are grateful for you. Listen, do me a favor tonight. When we get off of this, just send a prayer up for Bishop Davis. He's working untiringly.
Yeah.
Sometimes he might not be able to find the proper rest that he needs. So let's lift him up as God continues to bless him. To whom much is given, much is required. And this may look easy, just getting on here doing a virtual show, but it's taxing. You have to prepare for these things. So let's lift him up tonight when we get off of here. And that's it, Mitch.
Bless your life, man. Pastor Tate.
God bless y'all. Tune in next week. You can go back and watch the replay on the Facebook Live Word Network from earlier today.
Absolutely.
You can watch that, share it, let somebody see it. And you already know what we do. This is the place to be every Monday night at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time Zone. This is the place to be. You don't go nowhere but to this sanctuary. Get out the other church, you go to this church. Okay?
Right. Oh yeah, and I forgot this. Hold on, I forgot this week. My frankly speaking would be on Thursday night. Thursday night at 9 instead of Wednesday night this week, and I got a great show. So tune in this Thursday.
All right. I need everyone, before we turn over to Bishop, I need every single person to follow Broderick, Frank, Herbert, Prophet Perry, Pastor John Terry's Tate, myself. Everybody got incredible things. To follow Bishop as well. He got a whole itinerary of stuff. You need a TV guide to follow what it is that he do. And so, Bishop, how many more people do we need to give tonight?
Probably about 10.
Real quickly. It's like I one thing I love, Frank John Terry, is about the old school church. My pastor used to have announcements during the offering because he used to have those deacons at revival down there counting that money to make sure that we got enough.
We ain't there yet.
Right. We need 10 people.
We need $7 more. That's the thing. Y'all don't know church like that.
See, they've been Pentecostal, all that too long.
Right.
Prophet, where we from, we got those small trays, and they counting them, and it takes 4 people to count it. Listen, we need 10 people real quickly. 10 people real quickly that will give $30. Pastor Johnson.
Yes, sir. $30. We need 10 more people to give $30. And please type in the comments section done as soon as you have given that $30.
All right. Tanya Robinson is asking, what's the Cash App? It's right there on the screen. Money sign, Greg Davis Ministries 1. All right. Do that real quickly. You cannot
give the $30 tonight. Give $29.99 and we'll make up the difference.
Exactly. All right, come on, real quickly. Can you just type done as soon as we want to thank Marlinda that's backstage making all this work for us.
Thank you, Marlinda.
Make sure that she's taken care of every Monday. Thank you, Mika. Thank you all.
I need you to take this Cash App thing down, right? The ways to give, because I'm trying to take a picture right quick and put it right back up. Go ahead, take it down. Keep blocking it.
Can she hear you?
Thank you, Miss Harris. Thank you. Come on, I need 7 more people. Thank you.
No, look at the camera. Look at the screen. All right. Now you put the cash. Thank you.
Right. Miss Harris, thank you. Miss Scott, thank you. Come on, we need 5 more people. We can get 5 more people real quickly. And what I love about this, it's not no gimmick. We just got to pay bills. Exactly. We got to make sure that things are taken care of. We got some stuff that's coming up. In the next week is going to be John Terrier's night because we're going to all be in suits. Is that next week or the week after?
Week of Thanksgiving.
The week of Thanksgiving, we having black tie.
You weren't supposed to tell her, man. You like
I wasn't supposed to tell her?
No.
Well, we do announcements and stuff during this. Oh, we were surprising? Okay, I ain't say nothing. Okay. Cassandra Hill.
Brother that told everything.
Cassandra Hill, thank you. We need 3 more people. 3 more that will give that $30 a night. While you all getting ready to get off, download. What's that app again, Bishop?
What?
For your radio.
Oh, they can even go. I'm gonna be right back on here on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, you come right back on. I go on live on Facebook too. But 9:10 a.m. Superstation or iHeartRadio. I'm on at 12 o'clock in like 9 minutes. That's why I'm doing all this stuff that I'm doing right now.
All right. Okay, we good. So we gotta.
So y'all that's watching, make sure you go back and look at the Word Network if you didn't look at it, and then share it. Also, right quick, if you have questions for us, please send your questions in to WTROC. There they are right there. If you have questions or if you have things you want us to discuss. Also, in the next month, I will be doing a masterclass on relationships. I'm only taking 20 people. It's $49.99, and it's for 2 hours, one night of intensive masterclass. I'm having somebody interview me. If you're interested, don't send no money. Just go to that email address and say you're interested. It's called When the Right One Comes, Preparation and Positioning for the Right One. first master class, and then Pastor Lynch is going to be doing one. When is your? Have you set your date?
We're still working on it. It's called Try It Again. It's going to be principles that Jesus used for Peter when he failed from catching fish. And we got some different things going on. Marlinda's helping me, and so I can't give too much until we're ready to release it. It'll be next week. We'll release the whole platform.
Okay. All right. I got to go, y'all.
All right, Bishop. We love you, man.
Love y'all.
Love you guys.
All right.
Peace.